Hi guys, it's Lana here, and today I wanted to give you guys some summer hair care tips because England has been like surprisingly sunny and hot lately. Honestly, I didn't think that there would be time to make a summer hairstyle video because usually English summer only lasts for about 2 weeks, but we have had like just non-stop sun, non-stop fun, and the weatherman says it's not going to end. The weatherman says it's going to keep on going. There might even be a hosepipe ban. And now that we're having a full summer, let's make a summer hair care video. It needs to happen. It needs to go ahead. So thumbs up the video if you like it, if you enjoy it, if you needed it. Also make sure to subscribe because I make hair care videos all the time, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. And comment your summer hair care tips down below because I would love to hear it, and I'm sure everybody else would as well. So help a sister out, leave it in the comments, and let's jump into the video. Number 1. The first tip that I have for you is sunscreen. I know that you've heard this for your skin. Obviously, you need to wear sunscreen so that you don't burn. But did you know that the sun can also damage your hair? Yes, it can, my dear. So you can protect your hair using a hair sunscreen. A few brands that I know of that do SPF in their hair products is Tresemme, Weird, Tarte, I do believe Tarte has got one. I will link the sun protection hair products down below so that you guys can check them out. But it's just something to think about, especially if you are somebody who likes to soak up the sun and likes to spend a long time in those UV rays, in the heat. Another thing is your scalp. This is section 1B. I learned an interesting fact about afro hair. The reason why afro hair is so coily is so that it doesn't leave your scalp exposed, which means that the scalp is not exposed to the sun and the sun does not burn the scalp. So your hair is there to protect you. So if you've got thick curly hair like me, then you will probably also find that you've never really burned on your scalp. But obviously my hair is like, it's not the thickest, so if I wanted to be especially extra, or if you do experience burning on your scalp, then remember to put sunscreen on your scalp so that your scalp doesn't burn, because if you have a burnt scalp and it starts shedding, then I can imagine that you would start to lose hair and that kind of thing. We don't want that to happen. It's painful, it's itchy, so if you feel like you burn on your scalp, make sure you protect yourself with sunscreen. Number 2. This is not necessarily about hair care, but it's definitely a fun little summer hair hack. So I noticed that in the summer I'm washing my hair a whole bunch more often. My hair is usually wet a lot of the time, or I just don't have time to style it, or I don't want to be slicking down my edges and that kind of thing because it can get sweaty. So I don't really know how to style my hair. I don't know what to do with it. So I figured I just put a pair of sunglasses on, and you know what? It works. Like, I really like it as a style. Like, I found myself sort of just walking around and the sunglasses became the hairstyle. I'm gonna show you. Run downstairs and get these sunglasses. That's the look. See what I mean? That's the look. So my third tip for you is about the actual sunglasses, right? So these sunglasses have become my go-to, and that's because they don't have any of those annoying little grippy things for your nose right here, because those grippy things, when you put them in your hair, they don't come out again. Get ones like this, they don't get stuck in my hair. I love them. They're always in my purse. They protect my eyes, and they don't get stuck in my hair when I take them off. So my next tip for you is about baseball hats. I wear baseball hats all the time in the summer, mainly because I'm trying to protect my face from UV rays and I don't want to be squinting. So sometimes I will double up and I'll have sunglasses and a baseball cap, like I look like I'm undercover or something. I think that makes a really cute hairstyle for curly girls, especially if you can get one with a satin lining in it. So I actually do have a satin lined baseball cap. Mine is from gracealayi.com. I'll link it down below so that it doesn't ruffle up your hair, it doesn't break your hair, it doesn't damage your hair or anything like that. It's just like pure protection for your hair whilst also delivering a cute summer style. You have to get the right kind of baseball hat for your hair, especially if you do have that curly hair that's prone to tangling. It can definitely make a difference when you get the wrong type of hat. So for example, I like to get the baseball hats that either have the Velcro back or they have the popper back, so that you can just pop it off, or you can just, you know, unpeel it from your hair and it doesn't take your hair away with it. Whereas if you get the baseball hats that have got the slidey metal grips at the back, then they can really mess with your hair and they can get tangled up with it and you end up ripping your hair out with those. It's kind of similar to the sunglasses as well. We girls, we have to be careful in the summertime when we're trying to protect our face and our eyes with the baseball caps, trying to look cute, trying to style it. Just make sure you get the right type of baseball cap. So my next tip for you is a hair washing tip. So obviously in the summertime you go to bed and it's hot and you probably sweat at night. I mean, we do in the UK anyway. I don't know about you guys in the rest of the world, but we don't have aircon over here. What else can you do? You might find that you need to wash your hair more often because you don't want to be walking around stinking of sweat. What are you going to do? You're going to change up your whole routine? Are you going to start using sulfates? Are you going to start stripping your hair away from all of its moisture and everything like that? No. Instead, you can just wash more frequently. Use a co-wash or a cleansing cream or a product that's got no sulfates in it, something that's really, really gentle on your hair to make sure that even though you are cleaning your hair, you're not stripping it away of the oils and the goodness that's in your hair. So you want to clean away the sweaty smell, you want to clean away the sweat and the dirt, but you want to protect your hair at the same time. They're really popular at the moment. If you just go onto maybe Sephora or go to Superdrug or Boots, search co-wash and you'll find one. I like a Care co-wash. It is the Honey Shea co-wash. That one works. Pacifica also has a shampoo that feels really gentle and moisturizing. Right. Number 6 is about humidity. Humidity in the air is the devil.
It's the humidity!
It is a curly girl's worst nightmare. Like, you've gone and you've got your hair perfectly defined, there's no frizz, and you step outside into the humid air and suddenly it's like Bigfoot just walked out the door. What are you going to do about it? So really, I think we can't change the humidity in the air, we can't change the atmosphere, that's always going to be there, and it was always going to be a challenge. But there are a few things that you can do to stop the humidity having such a big effect on your hair. So the thing is with humid air is that it's holding a lot of moisture. It means there is a lot of moisture in the air. So if your hair is lacking moisture, and if you have got high porosity hair, so if your hair is letting moisture in and out very easily, then as soon as you step outside, it will suck in all of that moisture from the air and it will puff your hair up, which means that you're going to need to change something in your routine. So for the first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that your hair has got moisture in it already. So to do that, you're going to want to do deep conditioning treatments. So you might want to try like a conditioning mask once a week and just make sure that you are using a leave-in conditioner every time you wash your hair. You might also want to add an oil to your routine. So for instance, I feel like coconut oil is too heavy for my hair. So I like jojoba oil, so I will apply that after my leave-in conditioner. And what the oil does is it really seals, because oil is like a moisture barrier, so water does not go through oil. So if you had a glass of water and you poured oil on it, the oil would just sit on top. It wouldn't mix with the water, it wouldn't go through the water. So that's because oil and water don't mix. So the oil is there to prevent the moisture from the humid air from getting into your hair and making it frizzy. I do just want to say though, nothing is really going to protect your hair completely against humid air. I mean, this is literally the atmosphere that you're living in, and we as humans are not stronger than the atmosphere of planet Earth. So we are just going to have to deal with it, and it might just be a good idea to kind of just embrace it, embrace your natural texture, try and rock the frizz, try and rock the volume that comes with it, and just see how you like it, I guess. So number 7 is if you're going to go into the ocean, or if you're going to go into the pool with all the chlorine and all the chemicals, the ocean with all the salts and the dirt and the fishies, then it's a good idea to braid your hair up. I for one would definitely not be jumping into the ocean with my hair out like this, because I know that my hair would get super tangled and the salt would get all up in it and I would be smelling like salt for ages. And also that salt is really hard to actually get out of your hair, and you will probably find that you are, you know, getting rid of salt for like weeks to come. So another thing is that the combination of the salt water and the sun, mix it together, is a damage potion. So the seawater can really dry your hair out and make it very brittle. It's also going to strip away any sort of protection that you had if you did use any UVA protection in your hair. And then if you want to go and sit and dry off in the sun as well, that is really a recipe for disaster for your hair. Your hair is going to feel so dry after that, so brittle. So just braid it up, minimize any damage, minimize the risk of tangles, minimize the amount of salt that's in your hair, and minimize drying it out as well. So number 8 is to wear your hair up as much as possible, and the reason for that is just because if you have got it down, then just why? I mean, it's so hot out. This makes me so hot, like I cannot wait to tie my hair up after this. So I just don't want you guys to be doing stuff you don't need to be doing. If it's too hot for you, then just put your hair up. And also having your hair up, especially if it's in a bun, is generally just protective for your hair anyways. If you feel like you're suffering from acne or you've got chest acne or something, then that could really be a combination of like the increased sweat mixing with product residue, and then it's just not having a chance to breathe because it's got hair sitting on top of it. I just feel like it's a good idea to have your hair up in the summertime. So definitely have a look out for some cute up styles. I think they look really cute. So this last tip is about perfumes and sprays. So in the summertime, you want to be looking your best, you want to be smelling sweet. So maybe you go ahead and you spray a whole bunch of perfume like everywhere. So my tip for you is to not spray perfume on your hair, because perfume contains a lot of alcohol, which is very drying on your hair. So if you want your hair to smell nice, either choose products with a very rich scent or go ahead and use a scented hair mist or some hair fragrance. So I really like my one by OGX. It is the ginseng and cherry blossom scent. I love it, it's divine. So that is really going to protect your hair. If you feel like you really want your hair to smell good, avoid putting your perfume on it. I wish we had 10 tips. So that was everything from me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I wasn't talking too fast again, because that happens sometimes. I'm sorry. Please thumbs up the video if you liked it. Also don't forget to subscribe for more videos from me, and also comment your summer curly hair tips down below. Also leave me a comment down below and tell me your favorite summer story from this summer so far, because I really want to hear about it. Give me some summer inspo, some summer life. I'm gonna put it on my summer bucket list if you guys have done anything crazy like that. So let me read through those, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Did you be coming back? You, when I came to find